In this video, I'm going to tell you how the attention-seeking behaviors and false accusations of women have affected one of my own sons.
Today, I have decided that it is the first time in my life that I am going to try whiskey. And you're going to watch it with me. Okay, here goes. I didn't like the taste at first, but now I finished it, I quite like it.
So why would a woman, specifically Rachel Lees, decide to record her first sip of whiskey and share that on TikTok? And what about the family and friends of women like this? How are they handling it? Here's another example of this behavior.
Last year, I went and got my first tattoo on my arm here. Yeah, my tattoo it's a name. And no, I'm not going to tell you what it means. I want all the tattoos. Problem is, they're super expensive. So, I'm very glad that I have a daughter who is an artist and has her own tattoo gun.
Why is Rachel telling people who she doesn't know that she got a tattoo? What is her motive for sharing this information with the world on social media? And here's her most recent attention-seeking video.
I loved the man that groomed me. He was my friend, and yet he still groomed me. That's the thing that people don't understand about predatory grooming. It's not about hating the person who hurt you. It's about the slow, careful and deliberate way that they weave themselves into your life. I was loyal to him. I believed in him. I thought he cared about me. But he used those things against me. He used them to isolate me, to make me dependent on him and to control me.
If you don't know how she defines grooming, see the video on this channel entitled Grooming Redefined. You can see on that video that her definition of grooming is not grooming at all. The answer to why Rachel Lees has recorded her first sip of whiskey or told the world she got a tattoo, or why she has redefined grooming to fit a victimhood mentality narrative is obvious. It's because she is seeking undue attention. All of this is evidence of her being a victim of victimhood mentality. A basic component of victimhood mentality is that it motivates a person to seek attention, validation, sympathy, accolades, and praise from others for the alleged abuse they supposedly suffered. Part of it in the case of the plaintiffs in the failed Repressed Memories lawsuit that was filed against IBLP and GOTHARD in 2016 was also to seek the status of hero for overcoming the alleged abuse and finding so-called freedom from their previous convictions by doing things that directly oppose those convictions. Thus, Rachel is showing the world she is drinking whiskey and tattooing herself and claiming she was groomed. Once a person shares their alleged victim status and seeks attention in this way, comments like, "You are amazing," "You're so brave," "Thank you for sharing and being so vulnerable," "You inspire me," and etc. All these comments come from people who are trying to be kind and encouraging, but are uninformed about the true backstory. They feed the inner urge of victims of victimhood mentality to continue down a path of lies and deception, many times even lying to themselves about what really occurred. As I showed in the last video, there are 10 basic steps which were taken by the women who claimed abuse in this failed Repressed Memories lawsuit, and others who weren't in the lawsuit, but still want the victim label for the same purposes. The plaintiffs are now in step 10. Number 10. Make victimhood part of their identity for attention and gain. Clearly, you can see by Rachel Lees' recent behavior, this is what she is doing now. There are several plaintiffs who were in this lawsuit who are doing the same. Two of the most obvious are Emily Anderson and Lauren Rose. Emily Anderson is actually defrauding people by charging them fees to talk to her about their own abuse under the pretense that she was a victim of horrific abuse herself. I'll show you more about that in a future video. Lauren Rose has used her repressed memories abuse stories and accusing her own father and Bill Gothard to position herself with a ministry designed to help real victims of real abuse, and has made a career out of it. She tells her false tales over and over again on the internet. In her case, I believe she has been deceived by therapists and others and is not purposefully defrauding people. But still, the damage is being done and the lies are still being spread. The problems with these false claims and attention-seeking behaviors are manifold. One problem is it belittles real victims of real abuse. This is personal to me, and I'll talk more about that the next video. Anytime a person makes claims of abuse when they were not abused, waters down the testimony of those who were really abused, especially when the truth comes to light. It causes everyone to doubt the stories of real victims, and that just isn't fair and is wrong in so many ways. 2, it causes the accusers to believe false things and fashion their lives around false beliefs. This keeps their inner soul from having peace. They start to actually believe they were horrifically treated when that just isn't true. And deep down inside, they're conflicted because they really know that. Lies never produce real peace. 3, it causes anguish to family and friends. Family and friends of the false victims and families and friends of the falsely accused. Much of the anguish I've found happening with the families of the plaintiffs is that they know what is real and true and are very aware that their loved one has been deceived or is lying. These people have handled their knowledge in various ways. I know in one specific case, the mother of one of these women has told family and friends that she knows that her daughter's lying and has told her that, but is afraid to confront her about it anymore because she is afraid of losing her relationship. So she doesn't say anything. She has told numerous people this in private. Another mother who knew the whole story of what really happened tried to talk to her daughter about these lies, and her daughter cut her off immediately. There are several such cases. Then there are those who give in. These family and friends start validating the false beliefs because they either don't know what really happened, were not really connected enough with the plaintiff at the time to discern the truth, and therefore it's easier to take their word for it, even though they know there wasn't any indication of problems at the time of these alleged abuses. 4, it causes harm to the falsely accused. Just think about how this affects them. Even if you don't agree with Bill Gothard about theological issues, think about how it would feel to have what you believe to be a real, true, and loyal friend, like Rachel Lee's was to Mr. Gothard, come out and accuse you of things you never did, nor ever had any intention of doing, using words like grooming to describe how you were kind, caring, and tried to bring them into a closer walk with God. This hurts my heart deeply because I have a father, a husband, 7 sons, and 4 grandsons. These kinds of false accusations make it nearly impossible for those men and other good men to want to become mentors and counselors for others who need it. One time several years ago, I tried to encourage one of my sons to be a scout leader or sign up for the Big Brother program to help young boys who are without male role models to become good, strong men. This son said he would never do that because of what could happen to him. He could be falsely accused and then would be stuck with that stigma for the rest of his life when he didn't do anything wrong. False accusations ripple through our society and cause havoc in so many ways these women don't even realize. The ripple effect of all this is ongoing, and the therapists, lawyers, and the women who are purposefully lying are contributing to it. The women who have been duped are too, but not knowingly. Until now. If they have seen this series, they do know now. They may want to deny it. To admit it would be a huge shift, and without bravery and strength, It's easier to melt into the background or double down with the support of others who will do the same. Either way, I believe I have laid it all out clearly, and several of them will know in their own hearts and minds from the information I have shared in this series and in the Emily Anderson series, the Lara Smith series, the Repressed Memories series, especially the Courage to Heal video, and others. The question is, are any of them brave enough, strong enough, and willing to come out and tell the truth about how they were duped now that they see it? This woman was back in the 1990s. She was brave. You can see more about her in the Repressed Memories series on this channel. Same with Meredith Moran. She was brave. When these women realized what had happened to them, they overcame their fear, took a stand, reconciled with the truth, and restored the relationships that their false accusations had broken. Will any of the women in the Repressed Memories lawsuit do the same? Will Rachel Lee's? I hope so, for her sake and for the sake of everyone involved. Maybe even for the sake of her own family, which she is destroying in the process. Next time, I'll share a snippet of my own story, and I'm going to speak directly to the women who filed the failed Repressed Memories lawsuit. Will they be brave enough to hear an alternative view? Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Your participation in this way will help these videos spread to more people. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you here next time.